Namaskar. On behalf of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we welcome the Chairman of our Health Committee to speak on COVID-19. As a chamber, we have some question to Sir to create a general awareness on COVID. So the first question I would like to understand from you is, what is COVID-19?
Right, the COVID-19, Sukarna, is basically a virus. And virus are in general DNA virus and RNA virus. COVID-19 belongs to RNA virus. And RNA virus belongs to a group, this COVID belongs to a group of RNA virus that is called coronavirus. Coronavirus could be Corona 1, Corona 2 and then different subtypes. We have coronavirus anyway. Many coronavirus they spread from human to human. But this particular virus which belongs to Corona 2 is unique, that's why it is called novel, and it comes as COVID-19, which means some of these coronavirus can cause severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is called SARC. So those coronavirus which causes severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, called SARS-CoV. So SARS-CoV-2 is synonymous with COVID-19, which belongs to Corona 2, which is primarily RNA virus or RNA respiratory virus.
So sir, then how does this COVID-19 spread and what are the symptoms and when should we go for a test?
The spread means that the COVID-19 as such would not have never spread from human to human. The first time, 2019 December, they realized that some small number of people, like 15 to 16 people in the city of Wuhan in China, got admitted with pneumonia, like any other pneumonia. So they are not recovering. So the doctor who was treating these 15, 16 patients, he was treating all patients, and he realized that 15, 16 were not improving out of the conventional treatment. So he investigated them, and they found that there is a commonality in these 15 and 16 patients, which is a same virus, that is a new type of coronavirus, and he named it novel corona or COVID-19 virus, which means that this virus, which doesn't spread human to human, for some reason it started spreading from human to human. Then they realized they have to get a lot of link of these patients versus the seafood market. So it was probably transmitting from animal to animal or fish to sea fish. Somehow got mutated and then transmitted from human to human. That is the way. The way to know, basically like any other flu, it's the flu virus. So they get flu-like symptom, which is fever, cough, dry cough, remember, not productive cough, dry cough, fever, dry cough, backache, malaise, weakness, fatigue, and shortness of breath. Shortness of breath means now the lungs started getting infected. And if it goes up, then there could be pneumonia, as it happened to those patients in one series.
And when should one go for a test, sir?
Test means that if you suspect that somebody is coming to you with a flu-like symptom, like fever, then dry cough, with shortness of breath. Now with this epidemic, as we know, Sukarna, that WHO declared on 11th March is pandemic. So with this pandemic situation, you should go for a checkup. Checkup means not blood, the throat swab or the cough swab. And check up and then you identify the virus, right? Or somebody who is suffering from it, then you go for checkup. Or the people who come in contact with the patient. Remember, this virus infection has got a peculiarity in the pre-symptomatic stage, when the patient is not having symptoms. Just the virus has gone in, patient is not aware that he contracted the virus, but he is capable to transmit the virus from one individual to another individual to another individual, or to other places like a table, a door, a telephone, whatever you can come in contact, or sneeze, you spit, or you cough, it goes. And suppose somebody sneezes and doesn't clean the table with soap or something, you come and touch the table, you contact. So those are the people coming in contact with that particular person should go for testing.
And sir, how fatal is it?
In terms of fatality, it is not very high. It is probably 2%, out of 100, maybe 2.5, 3, not never. So for example, in India, 130 as of today is 17th of March, only 130 got affected. Death is only 3. So clear it is just more than 2.3%, that is the percentage probably. So 2%. But the problem is since in the pre-symptomatic stage, a lot of people are getting affected by the virus. They may remain asymptomatic, but they're capable of transmitting. So unknowingly, without even knowing, having the knowledge, you are spreading the virus in the community. That is the anxiety, that is the fear that we have as physicians.
So the question of quarantine. What is quarantine? For how many days a person should be isolated? And if a person is isolated, what are the things that person needs to go through? If we want to ask from a doctor, what would be the answer?
Firstly, quarantine basically means isolation. You isolate the person so that that person remains in a separate environment, not in contact with other people or other kind of environment. That is an isolation. Need not be in the hospital. It could be a single separate room in isolation. Second is the duration depends upon the incubation period of that organism. Now this coronavirus or COVID-19 has an incubation period varies from 2 days to 14 days. Minimum 2 days and maximum 14 days, which means if you get the virus today, you may be a patient after 48 hours or it may be a patient after 14 days, right? So 48 hours to 14 days. Since it is 14 days, the quarantine period, which means the isolation period for this particular virus should be up to 14 days. Which means after 15 days you are out, provided everything is fine.
Sir, is there any identified treatment for COVID-19 till date?
Unfortunately, no. There is no specific treatment, no drug, no therapy, no mechanism by which the virus can be eliminated from human body as of today. There are certain reports that probably anti-HIV drug, because HIV virus is again RNA virus. So just assuming that this is the RNA virus, so anti-HIV drug like ritonavir, along with anti-malarial drug like chloroquine, it has been tried in combination in some patients apparently, and it has been found that those patients have been cured of the virus. But there is no official recommendation of this treatment in coronavirus affected patients. So practically there is no definitive treatment, but there is a lot of supportive treatment in the sense that if someone gets fever, you should give paracetamol, gets cough, some anti-cough drugs, antitussive drugs as we call, a lot of hydration, plenty of water, and most importantly is isolation.
So taking a cue from your answer, if I ask that what are the preventive measures a common person should take to take care of COVID-19, what we should do, if you can give us
The most
an idea.
important prevention is to remain aware and also to understand that yes, the whole world is talking today about this virus, which means there is something going on. Sort of, it has to be taken very seriously, because if the population is affected, then there is an impact on the society, on that individual, their family, the society, everybody will be affected. So take it seriously. Which means if there is some proper hand washing is important. Wash your hand with soap and water or with sanitizer like alcohol-based sanitizer, alcohol mixed with chlorhexidine. Very good. When you wash it for 20 seconds at least. And if you choose to go for alcohol-based, ensure that the alcohol content of that solution is more than 60%. Right? The reason is that because that will destroy the lipid membrane of the virus, the virus will be destroyed. So frequent wash, put mask, but not for everybody. Somebody who is not affected, somebody who is not in contact with the patient, or who's, suppose somebody like you are not a patient, but you are carrying that virus, for example, you are in contact. So virus might have gone in. Then you touch me or I am in contact with you, then I should take precaution. But a third person who is never in contact with anybody, he doesn't need to wear a mask. So mask. Coming to the mask has to be a 3-layered mask made of fabric. The reason is that it stops or it filters a lot of bacteria and viruses as low as 0.3 micron, which means the coronavirus is less than that. It will be filtered. Similarly, when once it goes, it gets destroyed. It doesn't go through. So that is the reason a filter, hand washing, isolation, mask for those patients are extremely important to prevent and to make a lot of awareness. So for example, when we talk to the people, they should understand the seriousness of it. They should take precautionary measures. If someone suspects that he or she may having some flu-like symptom, he or she may volunteer themselves to go for corona check. That would be very helpful.
And so talking about mask, if you can explain us how long one mask is effective?
6 hours.
6
After
hours.
that, no, it doesn't work. And two things. One mask should be 3-layered. Mask should be made up of fabric. Mask should not be made. Some fine artist has made mask out of bamboo sticks. It doesn't work. Third, there should not be any space between the mouth and nasal cavity. It's a completely sealed mask. And if you need to remove the mask during these 6 hours time, don't remove from the front end of the mask. Remove the mask from the rear end, from the other side. Don't hold it like this and don't remove it. Hold it from the back side and then remove it. These are the 4 or 5 words to be remembered for mask. Right?
Thank you. So, sir, is there any basic diet support which you want to tell us, that fluid intake or any other food?
I mean, Sukarna, for example, diet in particular for coronavirus, there is nothing which will prevent coronavirus. All diets are like no correlation. But what is important for us to understand, if someone is strong, but a good immunity, then yes, chances of that patient being fatal out of corona infection is very low. You should eat good fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. People say vitamin C. They sometimes may enhance the immunity. And if a person is well immunized by his build, by his food habit, by his hygiene, I'm sure he or she is protected. Diet as such does not necessarily mean will protect in particular coronavirus. There is no data available, there is no information available on that.
Sir, is there any special mandate for infant, children or older adults?
It's a very good question. I must say that as we all know, that the extreme of ages, either in children or in elderly population, their immunity is low. As their immunity is low, they are prone to get the attack of the coronavirus. Second, once they get the virus, then that virus spreads very fast. The chances of pneumonia, much more than that chances of severe acute respiratory syndrome, as I said, SARC is very high. And once they get SARC, then a lot of complication, pneumonia, and for your information, this virus can also affect heart. That can cause myocarditis, viral myocarditis. If it causes viral myocarditis, viral pneumonia, complete sort of a kind of a viral septic situation, then fatality is 100%. So extreme of ages should be extremely careful about this coronavirus.